SCP-1111, aka the White Dog. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. A restricted zone has been established in a 2-kilometer radius around SCP-1111-2. A public statement was released declaring it to be a weather monitoring station. Cameras are suspended from weather balloons, constantly monitoring the enclosure. Individuals may not come within 1 kilometer of SCP-1111 without explicit permission from a Level 4 researcher or higher. Should SCP-1111-1 move away from SCP-1111-2, all personnel are to evacuate the restricted zone until SCP-1111-1 returns to its position beneath SCP-1111-2. Description: SCP-1111-1 is an entity with an appearance similar to that of Canarius balerius, commonly known as the domestic dog. The size of SCP-1111-1 varies with its distance from SCP-1111-2. Directly beneath it, SCP-1111-1 is approximately 150 centimeters from ground to shoulders. The exact breed of SCP-1111-1 is unclear. It appears to be a mix with traits of both a Labrador Retriever and a German Shepherd clearly visible. SCP-1111-1 possesses a white coat and red eyes, both of which glow in luminescence directly proportional to its proximity to SCP-1111-2. At distances greater than 500 meters from SCP-1111-2, SCP-1111-1 gradually becomes translucent. Additionally, SCP-1111-1's speed, strength, and agility all seem to be inversely proportional to its distance from SCP-1111-2. A dog tag affixed to a faded red collar around SCP-1111-1's neck. The tag reads Loyal. Left alone, SCP-1111-1 lies down beneath SCP-1111-2. It does not appear to sleep or if it does, is able to do so with its eyes completely open. It does not eat, drink, or breathe. Should SCP-1111-1 become aware of a signal object coming near SCP-1111-2, it will quickly become hostile and attempt to destroy the intruder. SCP-1111-1 has significantly increased physical abilities above a standard canine. Video records show it running speeds in excess of 60 kilometers per hour, jumping 6 meters into the air and biting through 15 millimeters of titanium plating. SCP-1111-1 appears to be incorporeal, and as such attempts to neutralize it and examine SCP-1111-2 more closely have been met with failure. See Incident Log 1111-B for details. SCP-1111-2 has the appearance of a man hanged by a noose from a tree. The subject wears a faded business suit and dress shoes. Both are too worn to properly identify a manufacturer. SCP-1111-2 constantly jerks and twitches in a manner consistent with those of a man being hanged. Occasionally gasps or breath can also be heard. The violence and energy of these jerks is directly proportional to SCP-1111-1's proximity to SCP-1111-2. As the distance between the two increases, the jerks twitches decrease in violence and frequency. Date: Incident Log 1111-B. Date: May 2nd, 1900. A team of agents were sent to attempt to neutralize SCP 1111-1 for transportation to a containment facility. The team approached SCP 1111-2 from the north. Opposite direction of SCP 1111-1 was facing. These agents were able to come within 300 meters of SCP 1111-2, at which point when SCP 1111-1 rose and attacked agents without warning. Agent Redacted, realizing that the mission had failed, began to flee the area. SCP 1111-1 pursued but decreased in size, definition, and speed as it grew further and further away from SCP 1111-2. When SCP 1111-1 reached a distance of 900 meters from SCP 1111-2, SCP 1111-2 was observed to stop moving entirely. At this point, SCP 1111-1 froze for a moment and turned its head towards SCP 1111-2. SCP 1111-1 stayed in this position for a few seconds before howling once and sprinting back towards SCP 1111-2. SCP 1111-2 was observed to resume its jerking and twitching. Video records of the incident indicate that rounds fired at SCP 1111-1 passed through it without making contact, despite the fact that its teeth and claws proved solid when attacking agents. Agent Redacted was the only one to survive the incident. 05 member. From this point forward, only D-class and remote operated drones may be used to approach SCP-1111 directly. Date: May 20th, 1900. D-class armed with data expunge were sent to approach SCP-1111-2 from various directions. Incident proved similar to a previous attempt. SCP-1111-1 proceeded to kill all D-class present. During the incident, a DA-3011 was able to come within 50 meters of SCP-1111-2 before being killed. During this time, cameras noted that an anomaly with SCP-1111-2. It jerks her slowed and its eyes opened and fixed on D-83-0111. SCP's 1111-2's arms then raised towards D-83-3011 in what appeared to observers as a welcoming embrace. Moments before SCP-D-83-01 was killed by SCP-1111-1. When SCP-1111-2's lips can be seen moving, mouthing what appeared to be the words, "No, down, boy." Immediately after the death of D-83-011, SCP-1111-2 felt limp and resumed normal twitching. 05 member. It appears as though simply isolating SCP-1111-2 is enough to effectively contain SCP-1111-1. As such, all further testing is suspended, bearing a significant development until further notice.